Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a super quick, short tutorial on this eye look right here. And as much as I love my bronzy, soft socket cut crease looks, I live for these oranges and pinks too. That is just basic color theory, makes blue eyes pop. I just love these shades. All right, so I did use the Morphe 25L palette. Looks like this. I did a look with this a couple weeks back on my Instagram. So if you guys follow me there, I will link my Instagram below so you guys can check out that video. I played with colors that I normally would not use, so I did not do this look. So I felt like it would be okay. And I also used the entire brush set. Their brushes are scattered all over, but I did use the matching brush set that came with this. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I created this look, then just keep watching. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Lauren Jade. I'm 57. I have mature, crepey, wrinkly skin, and I do tutorials on hooded eyes with crepey skin because that is what I've got. I cannot follow a typical YouTube cookie cutter, one size fits all tutorial. It doesn't quite work with hooded eyes, so I do things a little bit differently on my channel. I kind of jump around. I don't go into the crease with a large fluffy brush and swashbuckle the color because I don't have a crease. So I do things a little bit differently, which you guys know. If you follow me for a while, you guys know that. All right, that's it. I do want to keep this short. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell right next to it. That way YouTube notifies you every time I upload. And let's get into this colorful eye look. Okay, so I have primed my eyes. I used MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre as always. And I already went ahead and put in my fake crease. And because I have explained how to do this, I literally detail this in every single video. Just for the sake of time, I'm not going to do that today. But basically, I am just carving out my eye socket shape here and putting in a little fake crease, as you can see, right above my natural crease. I'm just going to carve this out in the hollow of the eye just to bring a little bit of definition and structure. I just love, honestly, how that looks. It just gives my eyes some structure because I do have hooded eyes. And I will go and blend this out as I am blending my other shades above this. Even when I'm done with my eye look and I've already done the lid, I still go back and re-intensify my little fake crease because I just like that definition there, and I like that dark to light contrast between the lid and what's on the crease. And by the way, this is the LC Minimalist palette, which looks like this. So this is what I'm using, this shade right here, for my fake crease. All right, I'm going to dip into the Morphe 25L palette, which looks like this, and I also have their brush set. So I'm going to be using their brushes, and the first shade I'm going to take is Pride. Actually, I lied. I'm going to dip into my bronzer first. I'm going to take a little bit of my Hoola bronzer from my Benefit Cheek Leader palette, and I'm just going to swirl this up towards the brow area and then kind of into the top of the bridge and the nose contour. I'm just going to swirl a little bit out here, not a whole lot, just enough to soften this little brow area. Normally I really bronze my crease, but today, since I'm doing a more colorful look, I'm going to be minimal on my bronzer and just kind of connect it in here to my nose contour and then brush it up to the brow so that it just makes it nice and soft and kind of gives me that really sultry fade, which you guys know I love. All right, so now I'm going to go into Pride right here, and I'm using the brush that it came with, the M167. It's just a flat, really thin shader brush. And the first thing I'm going to do, I did not set my primer because I am just tapping this onto the lid. And because I'm doing more of a winged out shape, today I'm going to be covering this lid, which is something I normally do not do. but I wanted to do something a little bit different. I am probably going to be using some shimmer in the corner and defining that out. So once I get this laid on really nicely here, I'm just going to tap a little bit now above that fake crease line that I just put in, just so that it's a little lighter. You can see it's the exact same color, but I'm working on kind of a gradient, so it's just going to kind of go from light to dark. And I'm just tapping this and pressing this color in. All right, I'm going to carve out my crease now. The exact same one that I did using that other shade, but now I'm going to use this pink right here. This one is Sexuality. And in case I didn't mention this, this is a Sephora Pro Angle 207. It's the one that I always use to map out the fake crease. I don't know what it is about pink and orange, but I just love them together. So I'm just going to map out my shape here and deepen up my new crease that I am creating. All right, I'm just taking a little bit more of that Pride shade, this orange, and just kind of pressing it right on top of that fake crease line that I created. This is the M513. This is the brush that came with the set. So I'm just lightly just tapping a little bit of that shade that's on my lid right above the crease. And now I'm just going to plug this brush into the socket here, and I'm just going to soften out this crease line that I put in. So I'm just now plugging in a little bit more of that pink shade right into the hollow of the eye, right into that socket. And then I am blending that out. All right, I'm going to grab a tiny bit now of Milk. It's this white shade right here. I am carving out my lid space where I'm going to put that shimmer. You can see that I've kind of lost a little bit of that pink shade with all the blending, so I'm just going to tap very lightly, a little too much on my brush. I'm just going to tap very lightly right in the hollow there, right in that socket bone, right on there. Just going to plug in just one more time. And then I'm just going to grab any blending brush right here that I've got right handy, and I'm just going to blend that right there, right on the spot. Before I do my shimmer, I'm going to go ahead and put in my liner. I usually like to do that first. As you guys know, it's one of the first things I like to do. It just kind of really maps out the shape and keeps everything in, but I feel like I kept everything in, so I'm good to go. I'm going to grab this shade right here, SF. I am just running this as a thin line on the inner corner, and then when I get to this outer corner here, I'm going to make it just a little bit thicker because my eyes are slightly downturned. All right, I'm going to deepen this wing up just a little bit because the color is very close to what's in my crease and I don't want them to compete. So I'm going to grab Truth right here, right there. All right, so I went ahead and I smoked a little bit of that purple into this pink liner, and now I'm using this Makeup Forever flat definer brush, and I'm just going to stamp a little bit of this along the root of the lash line. I picked up just a tiny bit of that black in the palette as well, just for right along the lashes. So I'm just going to stamp here. I'm going to take it really thin on the inner corner, a little bit thicker out here. Just going to kind of stamp out here as well. Then I'm going to go back to that pencil brush and a little bit of that pink shade. I'm going to start out with this pencil brush that came with the set, which is the M431, and then my Makeup Forever flat definer brush. I'm going to start out by smoking a little bit of this into the lashes, and then I'm going to go and redo that wing and just kind of make it like a wing within a wing, I think. So this little smoky, smudgy wing is a mixture of SF, Truth, and just a tiny bit of black. I'm going to go back now and I'm going to take some of these shades and I'm going to tie them into this lower lash line. And I'm going to start with this shade that I used and go back into this one. I'm also dragging this hot pink shade up on the edge of this wing to connect it with this lower lash line smoke right here. I'm going to dip into a little bit of that orangey shade, and I'm going to do the same thing with that shade. All right, I do not know yet which shimmer shade I want to grab. I did spritz this brush with MAC Fix Plus, so I think I'm going to try this shade right here. And if this one is too, because I know this pulls a lot of different shades, if it's too multi-chrome and just pulls too many different shades, I'm going to go in with this shade right here. I'm having to go in with my finger because I'm not getting the color payoff that I need with the brush. All right, I'm gonna try to see if I can't work a little bit with this brush, because I have to be able to sculpt this shape in here. All right, that's a little better. It's a little better. All right, that's better. I was a little worried there for a second. All right, so I grabbed this shade right here, Stonewall. I'm gonna pop a little bit more of this shade right here onto my inner corner. All right, I'm just doing one final blend right where the shimmer meets the crease, just to make sure that there's no rough edges, make sure that everything is nice and smooth and good to go. I'm going to brush everything out here. All right, I'm wiping away my under eye baking, and then I'm going to put back in some bronzer. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit of, doesn't matter which powder it is, I'm just going to take a little bit of some setting powder here and just kind of clean up out here. Kind of have to go back in and re-intensify. And this flat definer brush just makes it so easy because I just stamp and then connect it in. Just makes it so easy. Just gonna do a tiny bit of nose contouring. If you guys haven't seen my nose contour video, check it out. I just did it like the other day. Some tips if you have a bulbous tip nose. Whew. I'm using the Kylie setting spray. All right, that completes the look. And by the way, on my lips, I'm wearing a lip liner, the Kylie Cosmetics one in Show Off, and the matte liquid lipstick in Apricot. And that completes the look. I love it. I'm telling you, I just love these oranges and these pinks. I just love how they work. All right, that's it. Mwah. Love you guys. I will see you in my next one. Bye.